Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing today? My name is Saeed. Welcome to my New York Sports, New York Football Giants channel. We are coming off a loss. We lost to Philadelphia 25 to 33. Uh, Disastrous loss again. The team never showed up. There was no energy. And to make things worse, DeVito was benched by Daboll. And overall, it wasn't a good start to begin with. We've lost to the Eagles 10 straight years or something like that. So, going over this game today, my name is Saeed, and I'm a diehard fan of the New York Football Giants. This is my channel. If you're new to it, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments what you all think, what's going on with the Giants. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for all your support. Okay, we didn't do anything versus the Eagles. I mean, Tyrod Taylor came in and let us down for a touchdown. Let's look at the stats. Taylor himself had 7 attempts of 16, 133 yards, a touchdown. DeVito, 9 of 16 for 55 yards. Saquon ran 23 attempts, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. Slayton had 3 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, Okereke, 10 tackles. Pinnock had 1 forced fumble, and Adoree Jackson with that 1 pick six he had. That was the highlight of the game. We did come back in the second half, and Tyrod Taylor led us down for that touchdown. We were leading, but then defense was so worn out that Jalen Hurts marched downfield with ease, and the Eagles went ahead again, and that was the game. First half, the team didn't show up. They weren't competing at all with the Eagles team. There was no emotions that you've lost to this team for a decade now. There was some initiate some kind of energy to get yourself that win over this pathetic team, but that didn't happen. They were playing relaxed ball. The same old Giants football, making mistakes here and there. DeVito, most of the Giants fans, I don't think for myself, don't hold anything against him. He is a rookie. Those 3 games he did good were, it's not going to happen versus the real good defenses. I mean, he's still rookie. He's learning. And another thing, the wide receivers haven't helped him out last 2 games. He does what he can, but it's just not happening for him. So I think Daboll made the right call by benching him, put in Tyrod Taylor. He's a veteran. He knows what to do. He let us down for that touchdown to Slayton. Very good, handling by Tyrod Taylor, managing the game for us. And the defense, what they could do, everything. The 10 losses we have now is basically the offense doesn't show up, the defense gets worn out, and then next thing you know, we're down by 20. So again, it was typical football of this 2023 Giants season. Not much going on, making mistakes. Barkley did what he could do, had a touchdown, 80 yards on the ground. Saquon has been there all season long. I think he's reaching 1,000 yards on the season. But again, this team, the 10 losses really is disastrous. I mean, after the playoff run last year, just you can't put it into words this year what has happened to this team. I mean, Daniel Jones in the beginning, disastrous. Then Tyrod Taylor came in, got hurt. DeVito had those 3-game win streak for us. And, so has the season been with the only 5 wins. Last week some were hoping, I knew for real that this team in the playoffs, highly unlikely. There's quite a few teams ahead of us. That Saints game, they just made the Saints look, very good, and the Saints were destroyed by the Rams this past week. So that's the game we needed. We couldn't afford any more losses. 10th loss, this team is officially eliminated. So, what else is new in Giants world? We had a gift last year in the playoff run. Team was gelling. Daniel Jones was doing good. Granted, the offensive line, even last year, the line was better, but this year, I'm lost for words. What has happened to this team? So 5-10. I'll get into the Rams game a few days later. Right now, just looking at the Eagles winning 33-25, and the decade of losses continues to this Eagle team. I don't know what is it that we can't compete with them. We can't compete with Dallas. I mean, I don't know which way to look at it. Daboll keeps his job going. I mean, Mara is looking at still rebuilding. The team, that's a fact. The team is still rebuilding, but 5-10 after a playoff run season last year is kind of shocker, if anything else. At least this team needed, to be at 500, 8-8 or better. But now, looking at the fifth round draft pick, I'm not concentrating on the draft right now. Close out the season strong. All we got left is the Rams and Eagles again coming to New York. So 2 more games in the season, and this disastrous of a season, this mess would be over. We can reset and start over next year with new draft picks coming, and hopefully we have an excellent draft. And reset. This season is just a wash, sadly. Not much to say about this team, other than those 3 games was a gift that DeVito gave us. The team was still there. The defense showed up. But this team is very, they don't, sometimes they show up, sometimes they do, and sometimes they get blown out. Well, most of sometimes this year. And inconsistent is the word I was looking for. So they haven't beaten any good teams. So they just couldn't compete in this particular game again with the Eagles. Eagles defense powerful. They stopped us, and we had that good pick 6 off of Adoree Jackson. That was really nice. Was a bright spot of the game. So what I like to say, the pieces are there on this team, but I don't know what it is. The determination to win, the energy didn't show up this year. And just time for a reset, time to start over. The draft picks coming in, add some more very good free agents. Shane knows what to do. He had a good offseason last year. Basically, the priority should be the offensive line. Hands down, no questions asked. You build those 5 guys, whether through free agency, draft, and all the other pieces are in place. Defense is good. And if the line is solid, which it hasn't been for a decade now, everything will fall into place. The quarterback will be better. The running game will improve. It all starts with the line. I don't know what part of this team cannot understand for over 10 years now. You don't have a line, you ain't going to do anything. That's a fact, remains a fact. They haven't addressed the line, and it's showing this year. 5-10 is real disastrous, pathetic. But again, we are truly Giants fans, wins, losses, you got to stay true to your game, go big blue. Again, I'm Saeed. This is my New York Football Giants New York Sports channel. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Smash that likes for me, helps out the channel, and leave me some comments. What you guys think about the Giants with this blowout loss? Well, not blowout, but another loss to the Eagles. What's going on? Last 2 games, what you guys are thinking. And that's it. This is my recap of Giants losing to the Eagles by the score of 25-33. Not much to go on. Another loss we got to swallow. 5-10 now on the year. 2 more games to go, get the season wrapped up, and look towards the future. Thanks again. This is Saeed. Always go Big Blue.